Good evening, this is The Last Word and I'm Marya Shakil. We have a newsy 1 hour lined up for you. It has been 4 days, remember, since the tragic death of Shefali Jariwala. What killed the reality TV star is not clear. The autopsy report hasn't come out yet, hence the questions surrounding her death remains. We have a panel of actors, entrepreneurs lined up for you to understand what are the pressures of staying in the glamour world and what role do anti-aging treatments, anti-aging therapies, when they are combined with fasting, what impact does it really have? That's at 9:30 p.m. But before that, two shocking images, look at these, or videos, which have surfaced over the last 24 hours from Himachal Pradesh to Odisha. Netas targeting and beating up officers. Will they get away like they have in the past for this kind of high-handedness, we ask. But first up, the never-ending power tussle in Karnataka between these two gentlemen, the Chief Minister and his deputy. There is a temporary truce somewhat in this Karnataka Nataka. Siddaramaiah is firmly in the Chief Minister's chair, but it may well be short-lived at the moment. That is the indication. The Congress is saying that it's a happy family. It's a Game of Thrones that's playing out between the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister. Congress in charge of Karnataka, Randeep Surjewala, met MLAs today and then he spoke to the media. Let's first listen in to what Randeep Surjewala had to say.
Are you taking opinion on leadership change? The answer I had given yesterday also, I am answering again today. The answer is clearly no, in one word. You also asked me whether you are asking whether DCC should be changed. I said yes. I am going to ask the opinion of the MLA, how is District Congress Committee functioning. I am also asking Mr. Shivakumar has appointed 111 office bearer to a constituency. Whether they come to the constituency or not, or whether they have taken my post and they are sitting at home. Who are not sitting at home, we will have to replace them.
He was sitting next to him, and soon after, NDTV's Deepak Bopanna spoke to this man, the man at the center of this controversy, DK Shivakumar. He has quelled all rumors and has asserted that the Congress is a united force in Karnataka.
I don't want any MLAs to bat for me. Their love to me is different. I am a party worker. First, the party is important. They should work in their constituencies. They should not think of the party decision has been already taken 2.5 years back, 2 years back. They will take a call whatever the party needs. But I am not in a race of now. I want my party MLAs to work as per the directions of the High Command and the manifesto. That's all.
So this ongoing power tussle in Karnataka has seen many chapters. The concluding chapter is yet to be written. At the heart of this saga are two towering figures, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivakumar. Let's break down the key elements of what is an intriguing power tussle, the genesis of this conflict. The roots of this tussle trace back to the 2023 Karnataka Assembly elections. The Congress party under the leadership of Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar secured a resounding victory. However, the post-election scenario quickly turned contentious as both leaders vied for the Chief Minister's post. Power dynamics now. Siddaramaiah is a seasoned politician and someone who has a massive mass appeal. And he was clearly chosen as the Chief Minister. DK Shivakumar is known for his organizational prowess and loyalty to the party. And he was chosen as the Deputy Chief Minister. This arrangement, however, did not quell the ambitions of DKS, who has made no secret of his desire to lead the state. There have been these rumors that there was some kind of an understanding of 2.5-year deal. Rumors have been rife about a supposed deal where Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar would share the Chief Minister's tenure, each serving for 2.5 years. While both leaders have publicly dismissed these claims, the whispers persist, adding fuel to the ongoing power tussle. DK Shivakumar, remember, enjoys the trust of key Congress leaders, from Sonia Gandhi to Priyanka Gandhi. This trust has bolstered his position within the party, making him a formidable contender for the top job of the Chief Minister. And the rivalry, though, these two leaders has led to internal dissent within the Congress party in Karnataka. Supporters of Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar have made public statements highlighting issues of corruption and mismanagement. This has further complicated the Congress party's efforts to present a united front. The stakes are very high for the Congress party. Any misstep could destabilize the government and erode the Congress party's support base. The leadership tussle not only threatens the stability of the current administration, but also the Congress's prospects in future elections. So in conclusion, the Karnataka Nataka is a high-stakes political drama with far-reaching implications. And as the Congress party navigates this turbulent phase, all eyes are on Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar. Will they find a way to coexist, or will the power struggle lead to a significant reshuffle? Only time will tell. So let's talk about DK Shivakumar. He may have to wait a little longer, as you heard from Randeep Surjewala, that there's no question of any change of guard at the moment. But the Congress stalwart brings a lot on the table. He is known as an organizational man. He brings that exceptional organizational capabilities. His ability to mobilize resources and people has been pivotal in numerous electoral campaigns. In times of crisis, the Congress party turns to him. His reputation as a troubleshooter is well earned, having resolved complex political situations in Karnataka and in multiple other states as well. From negotiating alliances to quelling internal dissent, his problem-solving skills are unmatched. He is someone who has unwavering trust of both Sonia Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, and also Rahul Gandhi. His loyalty and dedication have earned him their confidence, making him a crucial figure in the party's strategic decisions. DKS also has a track record of delivering electoral victories. Notable among these is his role in the formation of the JDS Congress coalition government in Karnataka in 2018, ladies and gentlemen. His strategic interventions have often turned the tide in favor of the Congress. He belongs to a crucial constituency. He is from the Vokaliga community. DKS has leveraged his influence to garner support for the Congress. His appeal to community voters has been significant in particularly the last elections. So he will continue to play a pivotal role in shaping the political landscape. But because he has been told to wait a little longer, what does it actually mean for the Congress party? That is the big question now. Let me bring in A.S. Popanna, who is a Congress MLA and also legal advisor to the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Siddaramaiah. Mr. Popanna, is it a temporary truce or will it continue? The question is, how long will this last?
No, truce is not the right or appropriate word in my understanding. Truce is when there is a battle. Truce is when there is a fight. Right now, there seems to be a perception that there is a tiff for the position of the Chief Minister. And as an MLA of the Congress party and part of the legislature party, I can assure you that this is merely speculation. Suits a good story for people to watch, but far from the reality. The General Secretary of the All India Congress Committee is here to seek on the opinion of the MLAs on various issues. But does not mean that it is here to deal with the leadership. It is definitely not so. Therefore, this is more of a speculation and creating public interest, not at all anywhere close to the truth.
What made Randeep Surjewala travel to Bengaluru if all was well? I mean, what was the need for him to travel to Bengaluru, hold that meeting with the MLAs of the Congress party?
No, see, that is his job. I mean, he was to come a few months back, but various reasons he was busy with the Haryana elections, and therefore he delayed his trip. And he is here now. The timing of his trip or timing of his visit to Bangalore cannot be mistaken to be to settle issues of leadership. He was to be here a couple of months ago, but could not come because of the earlier elections. And he's here, and he himself, as the General Secretary, has made it very clear that he is not in any way dealing with the leadership issue at all.
But
and none of what he has spoken to the MLAs, as you can see from media reports, deals with anything close to the leadership issue.
okay, but Mr. Punana, does it really augur well for your government? You may want to present a picture, a happy family picture, but here are MLAs, coming out openly and asking for leadership change. These are MLAs close to DK Shivakumar. They have spoken about it openly. I mean, the MLA remains defiant. I mean, he's seen as someone who has been demanding it repeatedly. Because if people speak in public domain, it cannot be seen as just speculation, sir.
No, you see, the family is of 140 MLAs and MLCs and members of parliament. So it's a larger family than a couple of MLAs coming out and speaking. But there is some opinion which is being expressed. High Command has been very, very categorical on this, and so has been the state leadership, that MLAs should not go out in public and express their opinion. They are entitled to express their opinion, but it should be within the four walls of the legislature party meeting. So therefore, there is action. I think today the KPCC president himself has issued a notice to one of the MLAs. I'm not agreeing with whatever any of these MLAs have said. It should not have been brought out in public domain. We should stick to institutional discipline. End of the day, we are an organization, and we are all here to build that organization. Therefore, I don't agree with what the MLAs, but let's look at the numbers. We are talking about stray incidents of one or two MLAs, and most of them first-timers who are coming out and expressing themselves, expressing their loyalty to whichever leader they think they belong to. Other than that, these are aberrations, if I can say so, in a large organization which has this number of MLAs. So two MLAs or three of them saying something which is an opinion that they're expressing, you can't call this as some dissident activity or some claim to change in leadership.
Okay, so if all is well and that there is no, rebellion of sorts which is playing out, that everything is fine, my question then is there then why are some MLAs also raising concerns about corruption and doing so in public domain? Sir, every statement that is being made in the public space actually is fueling what has been for the last 2 years an uneasy equation between the Chief Minister and his deputy.
No, the charges of corruption also has been made, if you really look at it, by two MLAs. In the real sense, if you really look at it, and it's not substantiated by any kind of material. Of course, they have now come around. They have spoken to the leadership. They have spoken to the Chief Minister, and they have been made to understand that these are things which should be, told in the right forum. But if there is corruption, then the state administration headed by Sri Siddaramaiah is well equipped to deal with that situation. And if you ask me, and I don't say this as a legal advisor to the Honorable Chief Minister, but I'm saying this as a citizen of Karnataka, that if we are looking at the present government, headed by the Honorable Chief Minister Sri Siddaramaiah, it is one of the cleanest governments we have in place right now. There are areas of concern, there are areas which we must address, I can't deny that, and I'm sure that the moment it comes to the notice of the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister, they will address it. We must address corruption, we must address maladministration. We must address concerns of the people. That is why we are here and elected as representatives, and they will do it.
All right, Mr. Punana, really appreciate your time. Let me bring in Professor Sandeep Shastri, who is joining us. We have B.S. Arun, senior journalist. Syed Asad Abbas is a political analyst, also a Congress supporter. Also, Dr. Sudha Halkai is the spokesperson of the BJP. Karnataka is joining us. Professor Shastri, as someone who watches Karnataka politics very closely, how long will this continue? Every next month, there is something or the other which is coming out of Karnataka that the Chief Minister and DK Shivakumar are at loggerheads. So it doesn't really present a picture that Mr. Surjewala tried to do so today. And he also said it very clearly that, there will be no change of guard whatsoever.
One that I summarizes it. Is it a temporary truce? I think it definitely is. There is a presentation of a happy family, and that is before the public eye. But then the family has its internal contradictions. The family has its small rivalries. The family has its dissidents within, and that seems to be coming up at a regular frequency. Let's also remember that whenever we have chief ministers and deputy chief ministers, irrespective of which party is in power, there has never been a happy equation between chief ministers and deputy chief ministers in the past too, be it a BJP government, be it a coalition government, be it a Congress government. Very often the deputy chief ministership has been the consolation prize for not getting chief ministership. There was that wait and watch as to when the change would happen. When the new government was forming in Karnataka, I had suggested to you that there is a 1 + 1 + 1B, which is only one deputy chief minister, a KPCC president will continue.
Professor Shastri, I will request the producer to fix that audio because the audio is really choppy. In the meanwhile, please come in, B.S. Arun, as a journalist watching Karnataka. Do you think there are several chapters left in this story?
Well, 2.5 years of Siddaramaiah will come to an end by October. And till that time, the Nataka that you are referring to will continue like this. The statements made yesterday by Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge that the High Command will decide about Karnataka is an important statement. That shows that there are things that need to be looked into in Karnataka, and obviously that's a question of leadership. So we can expect leadership change by October, November, when Siddaramaiah completes half of his term. And as per possible agreement that was eked out when Siddaramaiah became chief minister, the chief ministership may go to DK Shivakumar. Now the important question is...
But Mr. Arun, there was no official announcement. It has been in the realm of speculation and rumors that there was some kind of division of power of this nature that was worked out between the two of 2.5 years. But there is no basis to it. What happened behind closed doors, there's no backing. I mean, in the sense that both DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah have said that there's no such understanding.
I will give a couple of instances.
Yes.
Number one, hardly any political party will say, look, there is an agreement and by certain date, there may be a change of leadership. I don't think any political party will say that. So they will keep people on tenterhooks. They have to keep the MLAs also in waiting, because otherwise the rebellions may start. That may be true in any party. Number one. Number two, in Karnataka, please look at the incidents that have happened, the developments that have taken place in the last about 2-3 months. There was a meeting of the Dalit MLAs close to Siddaramaiah that was to take place. But then Shivakumar went to Delhi and ensured that that meeting was never held. Number two, there was to be a convention of support to Siddaramaiah when he completed 2 years. It was to be held in Hassan, but that was not to be under the banner of supporters of Siddaramaiah, but it was to be under the KPCC, as Shivakumar ensured. Now, recently come to the caste census that took place in Karnataka 10 years ago, and the cabinet was not allowed to discuss it. On the second day, there was a meeting in Delhi, and Chief Minister himself announced that he is not going to table this report. And a new survey has been ordered, and that was a setback, a big setback for Siddaramaiah. And the last one was a stampede, that took place a month ago. And Siddaramaiah's political secretary became the sacking point. He was sacked because we are not being given the reason yet. So these are all, some of the incidents which go to show that High Command is not particularly very happy.
Yes,
with
since you have
Siddaramaiah
spoken about two instances, I'm sure the BJP is watching with great glee that the administration is not functioning because of political, a situation, in the sense that political differences between the Chief Minister and DK Shivakumar. So, is the BJP just watching, or is the BJP also making some moves here, Dr. Sudha?
Let me tell you, for us, it is the development of the state, the welfare of our state is what matters to us. And what I have learned over here is this is the last days of the Solomon grant of the Siddaramaiah government. And what difference is this going to make whether DK Shivakumar is going to be the Chief Minister or Mr. Siddaramaiah is going to be retained as the Chief Minister? Because their only ideology and the agenda is vote and note. And for the vote, they are into the appeasement politics. So their journey ends up on this triangle of the vote, note and appeasement politics. There has been no development. So we are focused on the development of our state and the welfare of our states. And what we have seen in the past 2.5 years, every alternate debate is who is going to, regarding the tussle of power between these two people. And there is absolute collapse of the law and order over here. There is a price hike which has crossed the national price index. There is no women's safety in Karnataka. There is a health emergency in Karnataka. And these people are not bothered about it because they are completely focused on looting the public. Not only the public, but the exchequer of the Karnataka as well. They have been caught in so many corruption of the case.
Asad Abbas, one may tend to agree with Dr. Halkai, because you are spending all your time in troubleshooting, solving the internal differences which are playing out in full public view. When will the government function? What about the administration?
The fact is, let me quickly fact check the state of Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson. Respected ma'am, are you even aware that Karnataka is the second largest contributor to the GDP of a beautiful nation? The agriculture here in Karnataka.
Please, are you aware the number of the crime cases going on in Karnataka?
Can I
there
get
is no
uninterrupted time, please? I did not interrupt you. Kindly extend the same courtesy. Marya ji, could you please intervene?
You people have
Can I get my
Dr. Sudha, you'll have to
time,
listen
please?
to
Thank
him.
you. Marya ji,
Dr.
can I get my time?
Dr. Sudha, let him
please?
speak. I'm going to come to you. Please, ma'am. Yes, go ahead.
Not just that, the state of Karnataka has outpaced the national GDP by 6.4%. So trying to say that Karnataka is going down only because BJP is not ruling here is absolutely wrong. My beautiful city of Bengaluru continues to be the Silicon Valley of the East. We are one of India's best startup capitals. Now coming straight to the point, I completely disagree with B.S. Arun ji. Let me tell you this on your show, Marya Shakil ji, that in the next 3 years, Shri Siddaramaiah, or Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, will continue to be the Chief Minister, and I have my reasons why. No doubt, DK Shivakumar is a troubleshooter. Not just that, political analysts will tell you, the political strategists will tell you that he's the rainmaker of Karnataka. He makes things happen even in a drought. But the fact of the matter is, the grassroots leader of the Ahinda movement, the social movement, the minorities movement, the Dalit movement, Kittur Karnataka, Hyderabad Karnataka, the leader, one sacrosanct leader is Siddaramaiah. In an exclusive to your channel, DK Shivakumar ji also said he has doused all the fires, that for now he's not aspiring to be the chief minister. The state, the leadership, the party, the high command has given him the reins for the 2028 next Karnataka elections.
Okay, so
therefore,
that is settled. Are you saying that in 2028, when Karnataka goes to polls, it will be under the leadership of DK Shivakumar?
Absolutely, it is quite
so that's settled.
to say that
Professor Shastri.
Because Siddaramaiah ji has already been the chief minister twice. So therefore, when it comes to 2028, I am definitely sure of the fact
and
that
and,
DK
and
Shivakumar
other factors will
certainly
also be
get a
at
chance.
play here. The age factor in particular, there'll be call for generational shift here. Professor Shastri, we have spoken about what DK Shivakumar brings to the table. He is also the chief troubleshooter for the Congress party, not just in Karnataka but also outside. But the question is he being a troublemaker here in Karnataka for his party?
Marya ji, Syed ji made a very, very important point about Siddaramaiah's stature and his position, which I fully concede. He also said that for the next election, Shivakumar will be the leading face. Now, going by that factor itself, when somebody is made a leading face, he or she is the one who leads, especially when you are the ruling party before the end of the term. So I would believe, even in what Syedji is saying, it's not a question of if there will be a change, but when there will be a change in Karnataka. As of today, there seems to be a truce. As of today, there seems to be a happy family. But then we have seen these rumblings time and again, and not just with the current government, but in previous governments in Karnataka. So I will not be surprised if these rumblings continue, because these rumblings are a reflection of the internal developments within a party. Now, many would argue that when Siddaramaiah became chief minister for a second time, possibly DK Shivakumar was promised that he would be the only deputy chief minister, which he is. He would continue as KPCC president, which he is. And also likely that there would be a shift of leadership at some point of time. So I think given that factor and given the fact that DK Shivakumar has been a party loyalist and somebody very important in the party, it may be a little difficult to sideline him. And finally, Marya, the 2 years that we have had Siddaramaiah in power, it has not been a Siddaramaiah like in his previous 5-year term. There have been this time serious challenges. There have been various issues of corruption which have been raised. Handling of various situations has not been up to the mark. Today, the tribunal has said that the suspension of the police office, IPS officers was not correct. So there has been a lot of flack that the leadership has been facing, and that has been an embarrassment for the party.
But B.S. Arun, as someone who has been, following the two camps very closely, I mean, has it led to a lot of bad blood between the two sides, or is it only because sometimes it surfaces through this kind of fueling that they do through their MLAs or their camps?
Well, I don't say that, there's a lot of bad blood here. Even just yesterday, we have seen both Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar holding hands, in Mysore. And also, many times they have said that, this government, even yesterday, Siddaramaiah said this government is strong like a rock. But then he didn't say that his government will be, his own government will be there for 5 years. He said the Congress government will be like a rock for the next 5 years. So there is an indication, that he may not continue beyond October. Okay. That is one thing. But Marya, we should also see that over the last, all these 2 years, Siddaramaiah's camp was very active. People like Satish Jarkiholy, a powerful minister from Belgaum, and many others loyal to him, had been holding the dinner meetings and lunch meetings. The one minister who came out just recently, K. Rajana, the cooperation minister, a very strong supporter of Siddaramaiah, he has come out and said that there will be a September Kranti in Karnataka. Okay. What that means. The leaders have sort of started changing their stance. Okay. But then we must be fair to both the sides, that they have not, that acrimony has not come into the open, and they have maintained the dignity.
But B.S. Arun, what more? When we say acrimony has not come out in the open, it's fairly open. It can't be more open than what we are seeing right now, sir. It's clear.
MLAs may be saying, and rightly so, because the grievances have to be expressed in a democracy. But then the leaders, these two leaders, have maintained that public dignity, and they have not, started accusing each other.
Okay.
So
So
that's where
we'll have to wait for
Can I
the
answer that,
September
please,
now.
Marya?
That's
I'd like
when
to answer on
perhaps the
Ken
next
Rajana.
round will be playing. B.S. Arun, Professor Shastri, Syed Asad Abbas and Dr. Halka. I really appreciate your time.